Okay, here we go. This is something that I thought was worth making a little recording about because I'm trying to do an application for it's like an open day at kind of an agency type thing, like a publishing house that does scripts, and this is the first time I've come across the concept of a one-page pitch document, and I hate it. Because I knew that I was going to need an elevator pitch, and I knew that I was going to need a tagline, so it was in my head to make those things happen while I was still in the story, while I was still writing it and like in the world and cared about it. I do still care about it, but it's like distant now. It's like something I did somewhere I existed for a while, and now I'm like back home, and it's just like hard work and annoying to have to get back into it, but we're gonna do it. So moaning over, we're gonna do some work. Baba Yaga, a psychological horror. The camera's to be recording. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's backwards. Baba Yaga, a psychological horror feature proposal by Frankie Lewis. Deal with her. Okay. So how are we going to go about this? We're going to try and remember what happened in the movie. So first of all, they are like happy suburban. I'm just going to write happy suburbs. Apparently it's in bold. There was like I found an article online about, I will put a link in the description. This is YouTube. I'll put a link in the description to that, and it was this really specific, useful, I assume, I think, format guide for a one-page pitch, which is apparently a thing. So they're happy in the suburbs. Baby ritually sacrificed. Wait, like stole. I've got this stuff written down already. Stolen. I can copy that off of my phone. How far did I get on my phone? So I've already written basically a condensed synopsis up to like what the choices that they have to make, right? So I said that they have the choice between the witch Baba Yaga who brings the light and wisdom of the lessons that come from loss, versus the devil, which is control and needing to be in control and bury your head in the sand and pretend that things that are beyond your control don't exist, which is what John does. So I left it at that being the fork in the road. So with that as the basis, what happens after that? So you've got Amy, you've got the flashbacks breaking the monotonous flow of the present day. You've got John's situation, his colleague, his illness and self-harm, increased violence, use of sound and motifery. Motifs. To explore his world. I'm writing this like an essay right now, like as if it's like a commentary on how I did the story. Just feels like that's how I want to get it out at the moment, but you're supposed to do it as a kind of like storytelling thing on its own, that you're telling the story to the person who's going to read it, so that they're like interested and they're reading it like it's a story, you know, like it's a narrative, not an essay. So I suppose this is a reminder to myself to use that sound and those motifs again in this synopsis. So I'm going to write that. Use these in this synopsis. Hashtag. Okay, hash. Okay, so now we're on Valerie. She's got her friend. She's got her speech, which is a long speech. Which invites the actor to perform, which is something that I'm really passionate about in my own writing, is that I have a commitment to actors and to giving them stuff to do, interesting stuff to do, because it's fun and we all want to make art together. So that's another thing that I want to demonstrate in this synopsis. So how do I do that? Use poetic language here. Say stuff the way Val would say it. Okay. Okay, I like this thing of, I've written Amy before either of the two main characters. Amy's the daughter who is left with these like broken parents and doesn't understand what's going on, and like feels abandoned spiritually. So I kind of like that she's come first here, so I'm gonna go with that. So going back up, Amy, yeah, we'll like bookend it, we'll open and close with Amy. So Amy left in the like wonderland of madness. Yeah, exactly, like wonderland. Totally unable to understand what's happened. Okay, and then you've got Meadows. Describe his interactions with Valerie, what she learns about the group by following him, what is her interest in him. Meadows is the guy that stole the baby, and he did it because he's a paedophile and he's childlike, he's like super naive, and he just saw a little baby and was like, I'm gonna have that baby, I'm gonna take it for myself. Takes the little baby to this organisation, and then they have to cover it up kind of thing, and they cover it up by murdering the baby. happy story. Yeah, fine. And then, yeah, maybe I'll like put the flashbacks. There's 4 of them, 3 of them. There's 4 of them. I'll put the flashbacks in between the characters. So I'm just gonna write next flashback in between each one. Feels like I'm writing it again, but like smaller, way smaller. Next flashback was, the first one was Valerie and John meeting at university. And then the next one is the Himalayas, the Himalayas. I'm just gonna write that for my own laughter. Next flashback, Amy's birth. I wonder if I should write that, because, okay, so the scene of Amy's birth is like all in French. I just thought it was funny. I wonder if it would work to like write it in French in the synopsis. That would be probably not. But like use a lot of French words. Use some French words. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then the ending is like, can you see me? Where John is led to his violent and tragic demise. Valerie and her children. Fuck yeah, the fucking, she like adopts this refugee boy. Okay, so going back up to Valerie, her journey is through helping others. The blue-eyed boy. Where John is led to his violent and tragic demise, Valerie and her children are taken by Baba Yaga. Oh yeah, I haven't put Baba Yaga in it. That's because she's part of Valerie's journey. Baba Yaga shows her the way. Amy's birth. Use some French words. Meadows describe his interactions with Valerie, what she learns about the group by following him, what is her interest in him. Where John is led to his violent and tragic demise, Valerie and her children are taken by Baba Yaga to an open field to watch the stars. Okay. Oh, and then there's a footer at the bottom. What's that? Hello? Insert footnote. No. Format. Help me. I don't know. Help me. It's backwards. backwards. Oh. Header and footer. Okay, found it. Found it. Footer. Default style. Okay, found it. Leonardo. Look at me. Okay. So the dude on the internet said name, email, phone number. Fine. Frankie, yes. Space. 07833. Thank you, Lewis. Wait. It's hot. It'll really get. Okay. Okay, so that's like done. Now I just need to flash it out. I nearly pressed backspace. I meant to unbold it all. Okay. It's actually nearly a page. This should be completely doable. The plan, I was like, I'll never do it before midnight, so I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to learn about how to write a one-page pitch, but maybe I'll just finish it and send it. So sporty. Goodbye, everyone. You do not exist yet, but perhaps one day you will. Well, no, like, you've always existed. From your perspective, you've always existed. Oh my god. The people who are going to watch this, you, exist right now. They're like out there living their lives, doing their stuff, and then we're gonna like create this thing that is like shared learning and shit. It's gonna be fucking great.